There we go. Get this to update here. There we go. Hello, Tim. All right, got a few people here. Jacob, got Tim Fuller over in Iowa. There's James. There's Richard. What's going on, Richard? 37 people. Not too bad. Hello, David. Got a few people on here. There's Jim. Richard, EJ. James Butler. Richard down in Sebring, Florida. It has rained for the past 2 days. It's done nothing but rain. It's rained all day today. Hello, Jim Rogers. It rained last night and it rained all day yesterday. This place is just a complete swamp. Just in from milling some cherry. Well, good deal. I wish I was sawmilling today. I was watching it rain for most of the day. Phew. Phew. Nate Bizzle is here. Hello, Nate. Hello from South Carolina. That walnut should be ready probably first of the week. It's sterilizing right now. Probably first of the week that walnut will be ready. I'm going up to 150 degrees on the kiln today to sterilize everything. There's Bob in California. Got a few people on here. There's Truck Driver of Maine. So, Dennis, if skid steers were more comfortable, would that be your choice for milling and farming? I don't know. Maybe for moving logs around, but not really. I don't know. That's a good question. Hello there, Gary. I'm not really sure about that, to be honest with you. Skid steers have their place, but I don't know. Bobby Judson Cypress, not anything you could use. Probably would be, but he's a long way from here. I don't know how I would get. I can't afford to drive down there and get it. I doubt he would bring it up here. I like to have some Cypress, but with diesel prices, I can't go get it. Definitely not. I think he's about 6 or 7 hours from here. So. Phew. Sleepy. North Battleford, Sasquatch. I can't say that. Hello, Clifford. So I thought I'd do a live tonight. I'll try to do one every weekend, and I got a lot going on tomorrow and Sunday, and so I thought I'd get on here tonight and see if anybody was here. So it looks like we got about 100 people watching. Not too bad. That's usually the norm. It's about 8 o'clock here in Tennessee. Diesel prices $5.40. That's about what they are down here, Richard. About $5.50. A little 10. It's getting beyond ridiculous. I'll tell you that. Expensive stuff now. Everything's high. I've been buying wire all week and putting lights in the new shop, and man, electrical supplies is really expensive. A lot more money than I remember paying years ago. There's Tim in Massachusetts. Timothy Morris with us tonight. A few people on here. Dustin Henry checking in. We are doing well. Bruno's downstairs and the cats are out. The cats are outside. Scott, you're welcome. Glad they help. Diesel upstate New York, 639. 639. Man, that's high. Yeah, Richard, it's a little bit of a trap that we live in up here in this upper corner on stuff like that. California, diesel $7 a gallon. Man, I tell you. That's pretty high, $7 a gallon. I paid 5.5 yesterday. That's the most I think I've ever paid. Hey, from Jamaica Bay, New York, Dan Mayer. Hello, Dan. James, 482 in Texas. Looks like we need to move to Texas. That's the cheapest I've heard of it being right there, 482. We've not been below $5 here in Tennessee in a while. All right, so why do you use that noisy diesel engine on your Sawmill instead of a comfortable electric motor? Because I like diesel engines. That's why I use it. The diesel's better than an electric engine on a Sawmill. Get more torque. It's a lot better in my opinion. Why are you using that electric on your Sawmill if you have a Sawmill? Other than I don't have three-phase here either, so it's not really an option. Diesel 539 in Georgia. Diesel's $5 South Carolina. Man. There's Edward in Alabama and Kevin in Ohio. Hello, Kevin. Yeah, I'm aware of any electric motor that has a liquid cooling system. Yeah, I mean it's just personal preference. I use what I want to use, you know. You see here. Man, Jim, 520 a gallon. There's Johnny in North Carolina. Man. I don't know, guys. These fuel prices are not letting up. I tell you, they are not letting up, especially the diesel. Derek, whichever one you can afford, to be honest with you. As far as a beginner, I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. Any of them would be fine to learn on. I learned on a hydraulic mill. It really comes down to what you can afford, to be honest with you. There's Dan in North Carolina. There's Blair in Canada. 103 people on here. Not too bad. Ramping up growing your own food and meat. Just got honeybees a few days ago. You're right about groceries. They're high. Farm grade diesel, yes. And the tractors and the sawmill, everything gets the old farm grade diesel. There's Chris down in Georgia. Trying to read these comments here as they come up. Sometimes they're kind of slow. Yeah, farm grade is cheaper than regular diesel. It's non-taxed. So right now, farm diesel up here is about I think about 4.75 a gallon. That might have changed since yesterday, but regular diesel's 5.50. So there's a little bit of savings right there, and it's dyed red. And you can only use it in agricultural equipment and sawmills, tractors. You can't use it in like your truck or nothing like that. They'll get you if they catch you doing that because it's non-taxed. Just for agricultural only. Used to it was $2.20 this time last year. Now it's more than doubled. I tell you, it's getting high. Somebody in Michigan. Unless you get farm exempt on your truck, yeah, it might be an option there. Let's see here. Diesel's the taxes and the dye. Yeah, that's right. They just put the red dye in there. That way they can identify it. Yeah, it is, Dan. Heating oil, something like it. They sell it as two different things. You're exactly right about that. Let me see here. I lost some comments here. My goodness. Let me catch up here. I have an electric motor. It's very common. Push buttons near protect. Well, I have an LT Super 70, and they don't even make an electric motor for an LT Super 70. Diesel's the only option you have. So that's why I have a diesel, and I prefer diesel. I don't want an electric motor on a sawmill. I want a diesel with plenty of torque. That's what I want. Personal preference. Let me see here. Could you use a shop fox shaper, 1/2 and 3/4 speed? Use very little on factory roll around can deliver. Well, Ed, I could always probably use something like that. Depends on what you want for it. I just spent close to $1,000 this week on electrical equipment. My little my purse is kind of empty right now. Put it that way. Man, the wire was high. I've never seen it this high before. Riding dirty. Let me see here. I think I'm caught up on those. Yeah. Just had dinner and that made me sleepy. Biodiesel. I don't know anything about it. If it worked, you'd probably hear about all the farmers using it right now, and I've not heard of anybody using that stuff, so I don't know. Let me see here. Break ground on a home build, excited but nervous. I bet. I tell you, it's probably a little expensive to build a house right now based on materials and stuff, but you got to keep going. Got to keep moving forward. Can't just sit around and hope things change and stuff like that. You got to keep going. 527 in Indiana from Mr. Bond there. That's about what it is down here. Lots of rain here. It rained here all day yesterday and most of the day today. My fields are a mess. It's a swamp, standing water everywhere. Terrible. Didn't even really get the tractors out for the past 2 days. They just sink in the mud. There's Mike D. Let me see here. Well, the garden's good. Everything's growing good. Plenty of water, plenty of sunshine. Everything's doing pretty good. Planer's doing fine. I need to run it more. It's doing fine. It's got so many other irons in the fire. It's hard to allocate time just to one thing here recently. Started a rice crop. Yeah. I could right now with the water. It's ridiculous. But things could be a lot worse. Let's see here, we got 100 people watching. I usually do this on Sundays, and there's about 300 or 400 people watching. Maybe Friday's not the best time to do this. I don't know. Hello, Joe. Happy birthday there, buddy. The walnut log, no, I need to. It's on the list of things to do. Just haven't got around to it yet. Oh, she got Joe there in North Carolina, Ocean Isles. I've been there before. Truck race starts soon. Don't know anything about that. How thin of a slab can you cut on your mill? I don't know. I've never measured it. Pretty darn thin, though. I'll try that one day. I've never tried that. I'm not sure how thin it can do. Harbor Freight Sawmills. I don't know. I don't know about that. I've heard some bad stories about those old Harbor Freight Sawmills. I don't know. Richard in West Texas. Somebody's milling some hemlock there. Truck driver's doing some hemlock. Talking about biodiesel there. I don't know much about biodiesel. I don't know. Sell a lot of slabs online. Usually not, because shipping is just ridiculous for big slabs of wood. Most of the time I sell those, they're local. Hello, Walter, down in Georgia. Man, I got sleepy when I got on here. I'll tell you what. Let's see here, about 20 minutes into this. We'll try to do this for a little while. There's Steamboat Springs. Looks like Colorado, I'm assuming. There's Dave. There's Don Pennington. You see here, Indiana. Mother of Jeff Bond, Rita Bond. Hello, Rita. Richard, are you referring to Polonia? Sounds like you're trying to spell Polonia right there. I could be wrong. Price between flat sawn and quarter sawn, about it's usually just oak, usually about $3. Quarter sawn being more. We see here, Richard. I have a Polonia actually to saw. I need to put it on the sawmill, but I do have one here. You'll be seeing that pretty soon, actually. The largest one, I've never heard of a real large one on SAS, actually. I've got some 20 inchers here, but I've never heard of it like a monster or nothing like that. Can you cut two logs at the same time? You can. I wouldn't want to do it, though, because different logs react in different ways, and no two logs are exactly the same, so it wouldn't be a good idea to try to increase your productivity and saw two logs at the same time. But you can do it. Single shot, how's it going? There's somebody in New York, Niagara County. There's Hank down there in Florida. What's going on there, Hank? Looks like you've been busy here lately doing some stuff with your wife on your little flower operation. Grand Solar Minimum Solutions, how's it going? What's the minimum slab you have left after cutting everything else? I don't know, maybe quarter of an inch, maybe? I don't know. I've never measured it, to be honest with you. I'm not sure. Doing some posts. Currently, you've heard about you saying white oak doesn't well in the ground. Have you tried any hickory? Hickory does terrible outside on the ground. It will rot like that. Hickory is not good for outside applications. Not a good choice. It will go. Hickory's strong. It's good for handles. It's raining again. Man, I just heard it start to rain again. But like right here, hickory axe handle. Can't beat hickory for a handle. If you leave it outside in the rain, it's going to rot. You'll be done. Always use white oak. A true white oak, not chestnut oak, but true white oak right there. Dan Baker, I would quarter saw that white oak log if the pith was straight and there was no twist. But if I had some defects to it, I'd probably just flat saw it. Also depends on what grade. If got a lot of knots, might just do 2x6s or something. I don't know. Let me see here. There's Dave in PA. Raining again. That's all it has done for 2 days. Non-stop rain. Let's see here. I think I'm caught up on these little comments now. They quit coming in here for some reason. Rain helps the trees grow. Sure does. I have a lot of dead cedars still standing. How can I tell if it's millable? Cut it down and look at the end grain. All right, good deal there, Dan. Make sure it's a real white oak because some people will sell you chestnut oak, and chestnut oak does not have the properties that real white oak has, and it's not waterproof, or not really waterproof, but it won't do better outside than true white oak. Make sure it's the real thing. Hard to tell the difference in them, but you can tell by the bark. But as far as the lumber goes, it's kind of hard to tell the difference. All right, there's Jeff over the forestry forums. Hey, Jeff, I meant to tell you, I reached out to that guy and left him a voicemail a few days ago about that item. I'm not heard back from him, but sometimes he goes out camping for like 2 weeks without a phone. So as soon as I hear from him, I will let you know what he says on that item right there. Have you ever sliced a loaf of bread on the wood miser? No. Micah, thank you very much. Good to hear it. It's me from Sequoia. Is willow good for anything? I'm not sure. Go check out the forestry forum in the search bar and see if anybody's done anything with willow. I've never seen willow here at my place or at the log yard. I'm not sure what to do with it, to be honest with you. I'm sure somebody has, though. I just don't have any knowledge about it. Let's see here. You're right, Dan, it does. It's a lot of rain here lately. Man, it's a lot of rain. All right, you refresh that. So if we can keep this thing going for a little bit. Don't they make baskets out of willow? I don't know. I'm not sure. Let's see here. I'm working a concert this weekend. Got the security for Skid Row. Huh. Well, good deal there, Jeff. Let me see here. Oh, all right, guys. I was wondering about this. We finally got a super chat here. Almost 25 minutes into it. We got our friend Barry. Let me see. God, Barry, my goodness, man. A really, really late fee. Barry, I didn't let you guys know about this anyway. I kind of decided to do it after dinner tonight because I usually do this on Sundays, but I got a lot going on this weekend. But there's the first super chat of the night, guys, from Barry. $100. Man. Really appreciate that, buddy. That helps us out a lot here. Thank you very much. Barry's been a long-time supporter of the channel. That was too much though, Barry. You shouldn't have done that, buddy. I owe you one for that. I tell you, you're the man. Let me see. Best wood for raised garden beds is going to be either cedar or white oak, locust, something like that that won't rot on you. You can use pine, but you're going to have to replace it every few years. Let's see here. I'll take nine. Now it's too late, Barry. It's too late for that, okay? Let me see here. Richard, where'd you go? We just wondering what happened to you. But seriously, Barry, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. That will actually go in the diesel fund. I've been putting these super chats in the diesel fund here all month to fill up my diesel tank up at the sawmill. With delivery, I think it's going to be about $600 to get 100 gallons brought up here. Let me see here. Ozark Sawmill Service. Got my Nile 200M a few days ago. Still working on the chamber. Okay, Ozark. Send me a message on there, Ozark, because I forgot about that. I will give you a call here this weekend. So Ozark Sawmill Service, get on Patreon and send me a message, and I will get with you on that. I overlooked it, or I deleted the message. I'm not sure. Redwood makes good raised beds. Good deal. Let me see here. Wayne Jordan. Okay, Wayne. Send me a message on there, Wayne. Bill Boy, Redwood makes good raised beds. Okay, I didn't think about Redwood. Another super chat here, guys, from Raybo. Thanks for all your work. Whole family loves watching. Well, I'll tell you what, that made my night right there, man. I appreciate that. Put a lot of time and effort in these videos, and I'm glad you guys enjoy them, because I tell you, sometimes I wonder if they even get watched a whole lot, to be honest with you. YouTube views are down across the board, it seems like, for most channels here recently. So thanks for the super chat, and I really appreciate that. Let me see here. So we got the big super chat from Barry, then the one from Raybo there. And repurpose things like old. I have a few times, yes. I've sawed them for people. Not telephone poles, but old barn beams. I've actually got my neighbor's barn over here I need to take down and resaw those logs out of it. Need to get on that. Sooner than later. Sooner than later. All right, guys. Another super chat here from Bill Boy. I'm saying that right. I can't see the screen tonight for some reason. YouTube makes the font smaller on my end. So there's another super chat from Bill. Thank you very much, sir. Really appreciate that. That will go into the fund to refill the diesel tank. Really appreciate that. White ash, not really. Metal detector on stuff you cut at the mill, I do not. The best metal detector I have is my blade. It usually tells me right when I hit metal. Barry, I hope so, because they're intact. They've been in the dry for over 100 years. So hopefully they're going to be really nice. And there's probably about 30 or 40 of them. There's a lot of them in there. Can't wait to get those things and open them up. Looks like mostly oak. But we will see what happens with that. Joshua Semper Fi, you must be in the Marine Corps. My brother's in the Marine Corps. Quick idea, what about guitar body and necks? I've not done anything like it before, but I have had people ask me for it, though. There's Curtis in Minnesota. I got a ton of oak, can't get rid of it. Right now, white oak is probably the highest price it's ever been. So if you have white oak on your property, reach out to a forester or a logger because this is probably the best time I've ever seen for selling white oak right now. They're paying crazy prices for white oak logs right now at the log yard. White and red, you shouldn't have any trouble getting rid of that. The red won't bring you a whole lot, but the white oak will bring you crazy money right now based on what white oak used to sell for in the past. Thank you very much, Ed. I put, gosh, every video was at least 5 hours of edit time to get it done. Man, it's a lot of work. I sit here sometimes at 2 o'clock in the morning editing these videos. But appreciate you saying that. Put a lot of work into them. A whole lot of work. Let me see here. Ozark. You stayed lumber over the last year and got away from the live edge slabs because you were having to pay for it. Yes, and I got tired. I got kind of tired of doing live edge slabs all the time. It got old. It was nice just to do 1 inch boards for a change. And I mean, the live edge slabs, I got a kiln full right now that are drying, but it got old. It really did. Just doing live edge slabs over and over. It wasn't even hard to saw them. You just put the log on there and go straight down with it, and you're done. So, that's why I switched over. And walnut prices have gotten kind of crazy too. Woodmiser is offering a service engineer to come out for $750 to tune the mill. That's about right because they have to charge mileage. And if your sawmill needs tuned up and you're having issues, it's worth every penny. Because they'll come out, bring parts with them, they'll correct stuff, you'll learn stuff from them while they're there. And by the end of the day, that thing will be running in tip top shape unless something is bad wrong with it where they have to order more parts for it. It's a lot of money, but they charge I think $3 a mile for mileage or something like that. So it's just the way it is now. But it's expensive. But if your sawmill's having problems and you want it looked at, it's not a bad idea. Let's see here. We have lots of walnut around here. Yeah, we got lots of walnut here. It's just crazy high. Barry, thank you, sir. I should put more offcuts in my videos. I delete most of them. I probably have 20 or 30 every time I make a video. It's nonstop. All right, so what's so bad about scarlet oak? I don't know. I'm not heard anything bad about it. 33 minutes into this. Got a few super chats here from you guys. I appreciate it. If I missed your question, then look over me because I can't read all this stuff as it pops up on the screen. Let me see here. There's another one. It's a promotion they're doing. Great. Yeah, it's worth it. I mean, if you're having an issue with the mill and you can't get it running right, it's expensive. But man, when he leaves and you're running that thing, it's perfect. You can't pay for that. It's small price to pay to be back up and running at full capacity. I've been there before. I've had issues as well in the past, and it's always nice to have them come by and get you up and running. Logger didn't want it. I don't know. You can on a shipping container, but you better insulate it really well. Because You need your good insulation on your container. You see here, the biggest mistake probably solved with the toe board. So when you use the toe boards, it levels the log. And a few weeks ago, I was sawing some pine, and I had that log like this. It was awful. I didn't notice it. I had cameras going, and I just kept on going. I made these like wedged wombis. They looked horrible. Threw them in the burn pile. Let me see here. Powder Springs, Georgia, aka Rooster. What tractor you like the best? The 754, the big one. That is a fun tractor to operate right there. That thing is a blast. Powerful tractor, very powerful. Several million black spruce here. I bet somebody might take you up on that, Barry. We don't have anything like that down here, but it sounds interesting. You see here, we're up to 35 minutes, and yep, raining again. The lift capacity on the 754, at max height, it's rated at 3,300 pounds, but it will lift a lot more than that. It will probably lift closer to 3,800 pounds just off the ground to move something. Hello up in Maine there, Travis. How's it going? But the 754 is a great tractor. It does a good job. 75 horsepower. Really good machine. Pretty fun to drive, too. About twice the capacity of the Bobcat. Yeah. It's pretty impressive. These machines and the lift capacity keep getting bigger and bigger. Used to tractors couldn't lift up much at all in the front end, and now they're getting up there to 3,000 and 4,000 pounds and even more than that. So it's pretty nice that they've increased that over the years. Because I prefer a tractor because I like sitting in a cab, or the skid steers don't match my body type real well. I just didn't. Crawling in and out of that thing got old. But I've not tried the new ones either. I think the new ones have more room than the old ones did. There's Wayne in Nova Scotia. 100 people watching. Not too bad. There's Lumber Jill. How's it going there, Lumber Jill? Southpaw Wood Crew. I already read that one. All right. So somebody was asking me the other day what I make with some of the offcuts here at the mill. Now, I never show this on video. I actually showed this on video when I first started doing YouTube back in 2017, but nobody watched it, so I didn't. Just pulled a tick off my leg. Huh. Been outside all day, just pulled a tick off my leg right then. It's pretty nasty. So, anyways, so people ask me what I do with some of the offcuts and such, and what I do is when I have time, and this is actually something I enjoy as much as sawmilling, is I'll get an axe and a few gouges and my adze, and I'll take some of the wood, such as this cherry right here, and I'll carve bowls out of it. Now, I don't carve these on a lathe or nothing like that, because you see how odd the shape is. It's not really uniform, nothing like that. It's flat on the bottom, but it's kind of unique. You know, I don't really have no template or nothing I go by. I just carve it out, then I use a draw knife to go over it and dry it, then put a little bit of oil on it. So sometimes when the video camera is not rolling, I'll take these little offcuts like this. This is cherry. And I will just use my hand tools, only hand tools, no power tools at all. I use enough power tools during the day. And, you know, I'll just take it and carve out these little bowls right here. I thought about selling these because I enjoy making them so much, but I'm not sure people would buy them. They're not really uniform. They sit flat, but they're kind of unique because they don't really have a set design to them. They're just kind of, just a little bowl. I got them on my desk and downstairs and a few different places. But anyways, that's what I make with a lot of the offcuts right there. I should video that sometime. But then again, I'd get tired of video and everything too. So yeah, I got the Etsy store with the lumber on it. I could probably put these on there and sell them. Let me see here. I should probably put this one on here. I carved this one 5 years ago out of a cherry tree or a little cherry, weeping cherry. But yeah, it's nothing fancy. You can see it's got all the tool marks right there. All those facets right there. That's where the tool marks are. No sandpaper or nothing. Just nothing but hand tools. Nothing fancy. Just a little something. Then I find that time when I can't sleep at night. You see here. Pour a candle into that, sell it quickly. I may try to sell some of these. That right there is just about as satisfying as running the sawmill, just to be honest with you. Love carving these things. I may make more of those and try that. Hello there, Tommy. How's it going, buddy? All right, let me see here. We've been on here for 42 minutes. Not too bad. Spain, looks like Berkshire there. I don't have anything else to kind of show here that I've gotten recently, I don't think. No, nothing up there. I got a friend, Curtis. He makes spoons and he sells spoons, little wooden spoons, on his website for like $80 and sells every one of them. Crazy. $80 he gets for those. I grease that sawmill every time I run it. Every time. To play the piano, sometimes. That is the most expensive chicken coop in Tennessee. But we got to use it for something. I sold the kiln unit out of it because I don't use it anymore. And it's going to be good for the chickens, though, to keep them warm in the winter and cool in the summer. So it's pretty good. Discipline their children. You're right about that, Richard. David, a few people have told me they have. I don't know. I've had a few people reach out to me and told me they're not seeing the stuff I put up anymore. So, I don't know. Ah, storming again. Rainy night. Anything planned for the weekend? Well, it's rained here, Lumber. It's rained for 2 days. It's a swamp outside, but I'm gonna have to just make a mess and take logs to the mill and get over it, I guess, because the water ain't gonna go anywhere for a few days. It's storming out there right now. Yeah, Tommy, we're building a run with a cover over it, so because we have hawks everywhere here, and that will at least keep them away. All right, so back to these little bowls I made here. So that's cherry. You can see the size of it. So I'm just curious, what would a person charge for something like this? If you was to sell these, I don't know what I would even charge for it, to be honest with you. I mean, it's all made with the ads and the ants and a spoke shave and a draw knife. It's dry, but I don't know what you would charge for this. What do you guys think? Man, it's pouring out there. Berry, a few hours, just here and there. So you work on it, you get it close to being finished, and then you put it up and let it dry, and then you come back and do some finished cuts on it and put some oil, and you're done. Let me see. Trey Jones, 20 to 40. That Ozark says 40. That's about right, I guess. I like Barry's answer. I like Barry's answer the best now. He said 50 right there. I like his answer the best. I may I may put this on the old web. Not this one. I'll probably keep this one. I may put them on there. Who knows? All right. We've been going for almost an hour. Got to pay for your time. You're right about that. Right about that. Mm-mm. Storming out there now. Yeah, Mike is a little old feller. Ed Barker, that's a better answer right there, 65. Get a branding iron. I did think about that. You're right. So if I did sell these, I should get a branding iron and put it right there at the bottom. That's a good point right there. I didn't think about that. Super chats is a thing through YouTube here. It's kind of like a tip for doing a live video, and that's all super chat is, to be honest with you. Get your comment highlighted, and it supports the little live videos that we try to do here. And Patreon, of course, you know what that is. That's a totally different animal right there. But it's a way to kind of monetize and get and make this more viable to do, because of course, nobody's doing YouTube for free or just because they like making videos. They do it for the income from it. Jim, I should have more soon. I got some in the kiln right now, actually. Tony, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I put a lot of thought into the music on this channel, a whole lot of thought into it. Sometimes it takes me an hour to decide on a song. It's pretty vital to the video, usually. I am going to have, so going in the kiln, I think next is that sassafras. And I'm going to start selling some of that on there because I think people just want to get some of that so they can smell it. They want to smell that root beer, I guess. It's pretty unique. Pretty unique. All right. Let me see here. What mill for starting out? Whatever you can afford, to be honest with you. Just get solid. Whatever you can afford is the one you should start with and get solid, because that's your first obstacle, is just getting into a mill and starting off. It don't really matter which one it is. Well, thank you, Jim. I need to put more stuff on there, to be honest with you. It's just been a busy week here for us. But hopefully we'll get back on the horse here in the next few days. There's my friend Caroline from overseas. I tell you what, Caroline, if I do start making these and selling them, I'll make sure you get one. So don't worry about that. Another super chat here, guys. Ozark Sawmill Services, who's getting ready to put in a Nile kiln. $100. Man alive. You guys are awesome. Thank y'all very much. Really appreciate that. Don't forget to yell at me there too, but man, that's nice. Thank you guys very much. That's two $100 super chats tonight, guys. That's awesome. So thank y'all for the super chats. There's something interesting there from Ed. I make 3D cutting boards starting at $200. That's true. I mean, when you talk about selling stuff and just handcrafted stuff, you gotta get your time out of it, I guess. I'm just not sure how many people out there is going to have disposable income this year with the way everything is going up. I think about that a lot. It's hard to predict the future, I tell you. I was talking to Killinger, and this is one of his axe handles right here. This is that's a full-size double bit there. But he told me he usually sells out of these he gets them made by the Amish. And he usually sells out of those axe handles in the first day when he gets them. And here lately, when he gets them, he's not selling out no more. So things are changing. Southpaw, you're exactly right. The way wood prices are going up, buying one would be like an investment. You're exactly right. No doubt about that, Barry. Been on here for almost an hour. Thank you guys for the super chats tonight. I really appreciate it. Very much. I'm gonna continue to do these lives every weekend, but it being summertime and lots of stuff going on, I don't know when I'll be able to do them. But every weekend I'll try to go out here and do one though. You ever consider adding a CNC? I have, Jim, but I don't know where I would put it, man. That new shop I built down here, it's filling up fast. Really fast. But I would like to have one day. I just don't know where I would put one. It'd be really nice for flattening slabs. That would be a really good use for one of those. Good deal there, Michael. Make toothpicks. Yeah. Let's see here. A few carvings there, Caroline. A lot of people. Let's see. These chats get mixed up here. I have. Okay, so Scott says, how long do you dry slabs normally before they go in the kiln? The longer, the better. There's slabs in the kiln right now that I saw 2 years ago. Now that's extreme. You don't have to wait that long, but the longer you wait, the better off I think you are. Elm, I do not, or cottonwood, neither one. Don't have cottonwood here. We have elm. It's got interlocking grain. It's not really fun to saw. It doesn't behave very well. Yeah, Tommy, he got that sawmill a few days ago, and he got a really good deal on it. A really good deal. I'm kind of happy for him to see him finally get one. Well, Ed, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. All right. Caught up there. Questions from you guys. 100 people watching. Bad. Whew. Excuse me. Getting sleepy. Things are slowing down now. Guess I've answered everybody's question, it looks like, or for the most part, maybe. I'm sure I missed some of them in there somewhere. Let me see here. Sometimes YouTube delays putting them on the stream. Well, I don't see nothing now. I guess you guys are done. There we go. Bird's eye maple? No. Don't get much bird's eye maple down here. I wish we did. Wish we did. Haywood County, carve a cat statue. Yeah, they're about a year wait list there, but that LT15 wide, that's a good sawmill. That's a proven sawmill right there. Richard, where you been? Glad the rain stopped here. Well, it's still raining here. I wish it would stop. We need a little break from the rain. Shout out to my East Coast family. Howdy, y'all. Air dried figured maple slabs. Good old maple. I got a few maple slabs here to dry. I'll tell you what, Barry, my beans and corn are looking really good. The tomatoes, they're getting there. They're getting there. But tomatoes like lots of sunshine too. They don't, they like a little bit of rain, not a whole lot. It's been a soaker here for the past 2 days though. But we put out, I think I put out 52 tomatoes this year, 52 tomato plants. So I have plenty of tomatoes this year. Let me see. Hard maple, yes. Ever tried mill for solar kiln? I have not. I have not. Kiln drying is so specific and so much into it. You need a real kiln so you can control the atmosphere inside the kiln. Because you can mess up wood really fast when you're kiln drying, really fast. And I'm still learning. There's a lot about it that I don't know. I learned a lot from a phone call from Robert there a few days ago. Richard, come down here when they get ready there, buddy. You can pick all you want. We'll have plenty. I'll check yours out, though. Caroline's getting a new bat, if I read that right. Berries. Yeah, those solar kilns. I never ran one. I don't know. But I do know that you want to be able to control the atmosphere inside of your kiln. And with a solar kiln, that's hard to do. Ron, if it wasn't so far and diesel wasn't so terrible, I'd take you up on that. We clean, yeah. I've heard about that's some strong winds right there. Maybe find somebody at the sawmill up there and take advantage of it, and maybe make some money with your misfortune there if you have to, or if you can. How long have I been on here for? An hour. I usually do an hour. We've been on here for over an hour. All right. I see nothing else there. Shoot, excuse me, sleepy night. All right, guys, I think we're going to call it done. That's about an hour. Over an hour now, so not too bad. Ozark, get in touch with me there. We'll talk about your kiln there. So, anyways, guys, thank y'all for watching, and thank you for the super chats. And you're welcome there, Mitch. And we will see you guys in the next few days here back on the old YouTube. Joe Main is still with us. You're awful quiet tonight, Joe. Thought you might be out for your birthday or something there, Belle. Happy birthday to Joe Main there, guys. The famous silver tip Joe Main is on here with us now. He had a birthday today. Let me see here. So, all right. All right, guys. Everybody have a good night, and we'll see you back here pretty soon.